Welcome, dear listeners. Today's exploration of a profound concept that has the power to transform your perspective on life's challenges. We're diving into the Stoic principle of amor fati, which translates to love of fate or love of one's fate. Imagine facing every circumstance in your life, whether joyful or difficult, with not just acceptance, but genuine love. This is the essence of amor fati. It's a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy that encourages us to embrace everything that happens to us, viewing each event as necessary and beneficial for our growth. As we journey through this episode, we'll uncover how this transformative principle can lead to greater resilience, inner peace, and a profound shift in how we perceive and interact with the world around us. Prepare to be inspired as we delve into the depths of amor fati and its potential to revolutionize your approach to life's ever-unfolding story. Amor fati, a Latin phrase meaning love of fate, is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy that encourages us to not only accept but embrace everything that happens in our lives. This profound concept originated in ancient Greco-Roman philosophy and was particularly emphasized by the Stoics, including Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca. At its core, amor fati is about aligning ourselves with the natural order of the universe. The Stoics believed that everything happens according to a rational and divine plan, even if we can't always understand it. By loving our fate, we're not just passively accepting what happens to us, but actively choosing to see the inherent good in all events, no matter how challenging they may seem. This principle is closely related to other key Stoic concepts. It aligns with the idea of focusing on what's within our control and accepting what isn't. The Stoics taught that while we can't always control external events, we have full control over our reactions to them. Amor fati takes this a step further by encouraging us to not just accept, but to wholeheartedly embrace these events. Another related Stoic principle is the view of the universe as a single, interconnected whole. By loving our fate, we're acknowledging our place within this greater system and treasuring in its inherent wisdom. In our modern world, amor fati remains incredibly relevant. We face countless challenges and uncertainties daily, from personal setbacks to global crises. This Stoic principle offers a powerful framework for navigating these difficulties. Instead of resisting or lamenting our circumstances, we can choose to view them as opportunities for growth, learning, and self-improvement. Moreover, in an age where we're constantly bombarded with images of perfect lives on social media, amor fati reminds us to find contentment and even joy in our own unique journey, with all its ups and downs. It's a call to embrace authenticity and find meaning in every moment, rather than constantly wishing for different circumstances. By understanding and applying amor fati, we can cultivate resilience, reduce unnecessary suffering, and live more fulfilling lives. It's not about passive resignation, but active engagement with life in all its complexity. The power of accepting and embracing one's fate lies at the heart of amor fati. When we fully embrace this concept, we unlock a transformative force within ourselves that can lead to profound inner peace and unshakable resilience. Consider for a moment the energy we expend fighting against the unchangeable aspects of our lives. We resist, we struggle, we exhaust ourselves in futile battles against reality. But what if we could channel that energy into acceptance and even love for our circumstances? This is where the true power of amor fati emerges. By accepting our fate, we free ourselves from the burden of constant resistance. We stop wasting precious mental and emotional resources on what cannot be changed, and instead focus on what we can control: our response to life's events. This shift in mindset doesn't happen overnight, but its effects are profound. As we learn to accept and embrace our fate, we begin to experience a deep sense of inner peace. The constant internal struggle subsides, replaced by a calm acceptance of what is. This peace isn't passive or resigned, it's a dynamic, empowering state that allows us to face life's challenges with clarity and purpose. Moreover, this acceptance breeds resilience. When we no longer view adversity as an enemy to be fought, but as an integral part of our journey, we develop an incredible capacity to bounce back from setbacks. We become like the flexible reed that bends with the wind rather than the rigid oak that breaks in the storm. This resilience extends beyond mere survival. It allows us to thrive in the face of challenges. By embracing our fate, we open ourselves to the lessons and growth opportunities hidden within every difficulty. We begin to see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones on our path of personal development. Imagine facing a job loss not with fear and resistance, but with acceptance and curiosity about what new opportunities this change might bring. Or consider how differently we might approach a health challenge if we embraced it as part of our journey, focusing on what we can learn and how we can grow from the experience. The power of accepting and embracing our fate lies in this fundamental shift in perspective. It doesn't change external circumstances, but it radically alters our internal landscape, and in doing so, it equips us with the inner peace and resilience necessary to navigate life's inevitable challenges with grace, wisdom, and even love. At the heart of amor fati lies a powerful ability to transform our perspective on life's challenges. Instead of viewing adversity as a burden or an unfair twist of fate, we can choose to see it as an opportunity for growth and learning. This shift in mindset is not about denying the difficulty of a situation, but rather about embracing it as a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Consider, for a moment the metaphor of a blacksmith forging a sword. The metal must endure intense heat and repeated hammering to become strong and sharp. In the same way, our character is shaped and strengthened by the challenges we face. Each obstacle we encounter is an opportunity to hone our skills, test our resolve, and discover hidden strengths within ourselves. Take, for example, the loss of a job. While initially devastating, this setback can be reframed as an opportunity to reassess our career path, develop new skills, or even pursue a long-forgotten passion. Many successful entrepreneurs have started their ventures after being laid off, turning what seemed like a catastrophe into the catalyst for positive change. Similarly, a health crisis, though undoubtedly difficult, can become a powerful motivator for adopting healthier habits and appreciating the simple joys of life. It can deepen our empathy for others and inspire us to live more fully in the present moment. Even in our relationships, conflicts and misunderstandings can be seen as opportunities to improve communication, deepen understanding, and strengthen bonds. By approaching these challenges with an amor fati mindset, we open ourselves to growth and positive transformation. Remember, it's not the events themselves that determine our experience, but how we choose to perceive and respond to them. By reframing adversity as opportunity, we empower ourselves to find meaning and purpose in even the most difficult circumstances. This is the essence of amor fati, not just accepting our fate, but truly loving it for the growth and wisdom it brings. One common misconception about amor fati is that it's a form of passive resignation, a mere acceptance of whatever life throws our way. However, this interpretation misses the profound depth and active nature of this Stoic principle. Amor fati, or love of fate, is not about lying down and letting life happen to you. It's about embracing your circumstances with open arms and an open heart, while simultaneously working to shape your reality in the best way possible. Think of it as dancing with fate rather than being dragged along by it. When we love our fate, we're not surrendering to it, we're partnering with it. We acknowledge the hand we've been dealt, but we play those cards with skill, strategy, and enthusiasm. The key difference lies in our attitude and actions. Passive resignation breeds inaction and hopelessness. It says, "This is my lot in life, and there's nothing I can do about it." Amor fati, on the other hand, says, "This is my current situation, and I choose to find meaning and opportunity within it." Loving your fate means actively engaging with life's challenges. It involves seeking out the lessons, growth opportunities, and potential benefits in every situation, even the most difficult ones. It's about asking, how can I use this experience to become a better version of myself? Remember, the Stoics were not passive observers of life. They were engaged citizens, leaders, and thinkers who sought to improve themselves and their societies. They practiced amor fati not as an excuse for inaction, but as a source of strength and resilience in the face of adversity. So, embrace your fate, but do so actively. Love what life brings you, but always strive to make the most of it. That is the true essence of amor fati. As we delve deeper into the practice of amor fati, we uncover a beautiful byproduct of this philosophy: gratitude. When we learn to love our fate, we naturally cultivate a profound sense of appreciation for all that life brings our way. Consider this: if we truly embrace everything that happens to us as necessary and beneficial, how can we not feel grateful? Even in the face of challenges, we begin to see the hidden gifts and opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective opens our eyes to the abundance that surrounds us daily. Gratitude, born from amor fati, extends beyond mere politeness or social convention. It becomes a deep, heartfelt recognition of the value in every experience, every person, and every circumstance we encounter. We start to appreciate not just the obvious blessings, but also the lessons embedded in our struggles. The benefits of cultivating this type of gratitude are profound and far-reaching. Research has shown that grateful individuals experience higher levels of happiness, improved mental health, and stronger relationships. They tend to be more resilient in the face of adversity and report greater life satisfaction overall. Moreover, gratitude enhances our ability to be present and mindful. When we're truly grateful, we're fully engaged with our current experience, rather than dwelling on the past or anxiously anticipating the future. This presence of mind is a cornerstone of well-being and contentment. By embracing amor fati and the gratitude it engenders, we create a positive feedback loop. The more we practice loving our fate, the more grateful we become. And the more grateful we are, the easier it becomes to love our fate. This virtuous cycle propels us toward a life of deeper meaning, joy, and fulfillment. Let's explore how we can apply the principle of amor fati to personal setbacks and challenges. Life is filled with unexpected twists and turns, and it's during these difficult moments that the concept of loving our fate becomes most powerful. Consider a scenario where you've been laid off from your job. At first glance, this situation might seem devastating. However, through the lens of amor fati, we can shift our perspective. Instead of viewing it as a catastrophe, we can see it as an opportunity for growth and new beginnings. Perhaps this job loss is the universe's way of pushing you towards a career path that's more aligned with your true passions and skills. Another common setback is the end of a romantic relationship. Rather than dwelling on the pain and loss, amor fati encourages us to embrace this experience fully. What lessons can be learned from the relationship? How has it shaped you as a person? By accepting and even loving this challenging fate, you open yourself up to personal growth and the possibility of healthier future relationships. Health issues, too, can be approached with the amor fati mindset. While it's natural to resist illness or injury, accepting and embracing these challenges can lead to unexpected positive outcomes. Perhaps a health setback becomes the catalyst for adopting a healthier lifestyle or developing greater empathy for others facing similar struggles. To shift your perspective and find value in difficult experiences, start by asking yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Or how might this challenge be preparing me for something greater? This reframing helps us see setbacks not as punishments, but as essential parts of our journey. Remember, applying amor fati doesn't mean you have to enjoy the pain or difficulty of a situation. It's about accepting what is, embracing the challenge, and choosing to find meaning and growth within it. By doing so, we transform our setbacks from sources of suffering into opportunities for personal evolution and deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Our perception of the world around us is not merely a passive observation, but an active creation of our reality. This is a fundamental principle in Stoic philosophy, and it's particularly relevant when we consider the concept of amor fati, or loving our fate. The way we perceive events, circumstances, and challenges in our lives directly impacts how we experience them. Two people can face the same situation and have entirely different reactions based on their perceptions. This is where amor fati becomes a powerful tool in shaping our reality. When we embrace amor fati, we consciously choose to view everything that happens to us as necessary and beneficial. This shift in perception doesn't change the events themselves, but it radically alters our experience of them. Instead of seeing obstacles as burdens, we begin to view them as opportunities for growth and learning. To change our interpretations of events, we can start by practicing mindfulness. This involves observing our thoughts and reactions without judgment. When faced with a challenging situation, pause and ask yourself, how else could I interpret this event? What potential benefits or lessons might be hidden within this challenge? Another technique is to adopt a broader perspective. Often, what seems negative in the short term can lead to positive outcomes in the long run. By zooming out and considering the bigger picture, we can find meaning and purpose in even the most difficult circumstances. Reframing is also a powerful tool. Instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What is this teaching me?" This simple shift can transform a victim mentality into one of empowerment and growth. Remember, our perceptions are not fixed. With practice and intention, we can train ourselves to see the world through the lens of amor fati, embracing whatever comes our way with open arms and a loving heart. The principle of amor fati, or loving one's fate, extends far beyond personal philosophy. It can be a powerful tool in our relationships and careers, transforming how we approach challenges and setbacks in these crucial areas of our lives. In relationships, amor fati encourages us to accept and embrace the entirety of our partners, friends, and family members. Instead of wishing they were different or trying to change them, we learn to love them as they are, flaws and all. This doesn't mean tolerating toxic behavior, but rather accepting the inherent complexities of human relationships. For instance, if your partner has a habit that irritates you, instead of becoming frustrated, you might ask yourself, how can I embrace this aspect of them? What can I learn from this situation? This shift in perspective can lead to greater empathy, understanding, and ultimately stronger bonds. In our careers, amor fati can be equally transformative. When faced with a challenging project or a difficult colleague, instead of resisting or complaining, we can choose to see these obstacles as opportunities for growth. A demanding boss becomes a chance to develop resilience and improve communication skills. A project setback becomes an opportunity to innovate and problem solve. Consider a scenario where you're passed over for a promotion. Rather than becoming bitter or resentful, embracing amor fati would lead you to ask, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this setback to become even better at my job? This mindset not only helps you grow professionally, but also demonstrates a level of maturity and resilience that is highly valued in any workplace. The benefits of applying amor fati in relationships and careers are numerous. In relationships, it fosters deeper connections, reduces conflicts, and increases overall satisfaction. In our professional lives, it can lead to increased resilience, creativity, and job satisfaction. Moreover, people who embody this principle often find themselves more adaptable to change and better equipped to handle the inevitable ups and downs of both personal and professional life. By loving our fate in all aspects of life, including our relationships and careers, we open ourselves up to a richer, more fulfilling experience. We stop fighting against what is and start working with what we have, turning every situation, whether perceived as good or bad, into an opportunity for growth and deeper understanding. As we journey through life, it's natural to encounter events that we'd rather avoid or resist. Our instinct is often to push back against these undesirable circumstances, wishing they were different or hoping they'd simply disappear. But this resistance rarely serves us well. Instead, it often leads to increased stress, frustration, and a sense of powerlessness. The principle of amor fati challenges us to overcome this resistance and embrace life's events, both the pleasant and the challenging, But how can we achieve this when our natural inclination is to resist? First, we must recognize that resistance is a choice. While we can't always control what happens to us, we can control our response. And by acknowledging our power to choose our reaction, we take the first step towards embracing amor fati. Next, practice mindfulness. When you notice yourself resisting an event or situation, pause. Take a deep breath and observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This creates space between the event and your reaction, allowing you to respond more intentionally. Another powerful strategy is to seek the potential lesson or growth opportunity in every situation. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How might this challenge help me become stronger or wiser? This shift in perspective can transform resistance into curiosity and openness. Remember, embracing amor fati doesn't mean you have to like everything that happens. It's about accepting reality as it is and working with it, rather than against it. Practice saying, "This is happening, and I choose to work with it rather than fight against it." Lastly, cultivate gratitude, even in difficult times. Try to find something to appreciate in every situation, no matter how small. This practice can gradually shift your mindset from resistance to acceptance and even love for your fate. Now that we've explored the profound concept of amor fati, let's turn our attention to practical ways you can cultivate this mindset in your daily life. Remember, developing amor fati is a journey, not a destination. It requires consistent practice and patience. First, start each day with a morning reflection. As you wake, take a few moments to acknowledge that whatever the day brings, you'll embrace it fully. This simple act sets the tone for accepting and loving your fate throughout the day. Next, practice the reverse negative visualization exercise. Imagine losing something or someone you value deeply. Then, open your eyes and feel the rush of gratitude for still having that in your life. This exercise helps you appreciate what you have and accept it as part of your fate. Throughout your day, whenever you encounter a challenging situation, pause and ask yourself, how can I use this as an opportunity for growth? This reframing technique is at the heart of amor fati, turning obstacles into advantages. Another powerful exercise is the evening review before bed. Reflect on your day. For each event, especially the difficult ones, say to yourself, "This happened, and I accept it fully." This helps train your mind to embrace all aspects of your life, not just the pleasant ones. Develop a gratitude practice. Each night, write down 3 things you're grateful for, including one challenge or difficulty. This helps you see the value in all experiences, both positive and negative. Practice mindfulness meditation. This helps you stay present and accept each moment as it comes without judgment. Start with just 5 minutes a day and gradually increase the duration. Lastly, create a personal mantra based on amor fati. It could be as simple as "I embrace whatever comes." Repeat this to yourself during difficult moments to reinforce your commitment to loving your fate. Remember, consistency is key. These exercises may feel uncomfortable at first, but with regular practice, the amor fati mindset will become more natural. Embrace the process, including the struggles, as part of your journey towards a more resilient and fulfilled life. As we conclude our exploration of amor fati, remember that loving your fate is not about passive acceptance, but an active embrace of life's journey. We've learned that this Stoic principle can transform our perspective on adversity, cultivate gratitude, and lead to profound personal growth. By reframing challenges as opportunities and shifting our perceptions, we open ourselves to a life of resilience and inner peace. Amor fati invites us to find meaning in every experience, even the difficult ones, and to approach our relationships and careers with renewed purpose. I encourage you to practice the exercises we've discussed and to reflect daily on how you can love your fate. As you do, you may find that life's challenges become less daunting and more enriching. Embrace amor fati and watch as it transforms not just your perspective, but your entire approach to life.